The Discord server's back up again, gang. Make sure to pop in while it's hot. Link is in the description. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, what are we gonna do now, gang?
Beats me, big bro. I don't even know what to say at this point. It's like this channel's been a damn beacon for random bullshit, you know?
For real, lil bro. And that's saying a lot considering we're literally in the Sonic franchise.
Speak for yourselves. I'm deadass. Just glad I'm not rotting on Angel Island all damn day. Plus, our franchise has been booming as of late.
So true. Sega and Sonic team's been cooking a fine-ass meal as of late.
Yeah. Frontiers, Shadow Gens, the movies, Crossworlds. Hell, despite its midness, freaking Sonic Rumble finally came out. It's been a good time to be a Sonic fan nowadays.
God, I've been having so much fun with Crossworlds. It's so fucking fun.
Facts.
Truer words have never been said. People are actually gonna take Sonic seriously for once.
Nah, that's never gonna happen. Let's not live in a fantasy.
A man can dream.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna say anything. Chaos knows that we get some kind of horrible game next year or something and it all goes downhill again.
Jeez, don't put it into existence, Tails. You better hope that sentence doesn't age bad or else.
Sorry, just being cautiously optimistic is all. Plus, it could be a lot worse, you know? You could be a Nintendo fan right now.
Oh ho ho!
Is Bro Santa?
Facts, Tails! God, I did not expect the big end to be so controversial nowadays.
I mean, I think they're doing fine, you know? That Switch 2, bro, it sold like damn hotcakes.
You're right about that, Sonic, but the prices! The damn prices! The horror! The agony!
Okay, bro, chill out.
Not to mention, we're literally outdoing Mario Kart right now!
I mean, Mario Kart World is definitely gonna sell better, but I know where you're coming from, Nux.
Honestly, though, it kinda sucks that Nintendo's getting so much flack nowadays. Even if it is their fault. I'll tell you, some of my best memories playing games were on those consoles back then. And even now.
We gotta respect them for sure.
Do we, though?
They've stuck out of the crowd for nearly every console generation by doing something different and exclusive to them.
I was barely able to play the handhelds, though.
Why's that, Nux?
Tails, look at my hands, bro.
Oh.
I don't know how many Game Boys I broke back then. They didn't make those bricks for big mitts like mine.
Sorry to hear that, big fella.
But those consoles, yeah, a few of them were bangers. I really liked them.
Well, it's been another hot minute since we've done a tier list. And an even hotter minute since our Sega consoles list.
Damn, I feel
Why don't we kick it
old.
off with Nintendo consoles next?
Hey, any excuse to rile up Nintendo fanboys is an excuse I'm snapping up.
I wasn't exactly thinking about that, but yeah. Let's rank these bad boys.
These bad Game Boys, if you will.
Sounds like a plan, fellas. All right, let me pull up a list really quick.
Ah, my fucking ears!
Are we gonna include every model of each system too? Like, are we gonna rank the GBA and SP model, for example?
Oh, do you think it's gonna matter much?
Oh, who freaking cares, Tails? There ain't that big of a difference anyway.
Actually, there's huge
Oh, God, here we go
differences.
again?
Most people prefer certain models to others of the same line, like the GBA SP and DS Lite.
Holy yap, I deadass couldn't even understand all that nerd speak.
Nux, I swear to God, don't mess with
You're
me
just
now. I
making
know
things
this shit.
complicated, bro.
all right, chill. God damn, we deadass haven't even started the list. Okay, do you really think we need to include everything, Tails?
Well, obviously, we don't need to have every single Nintendo device out there, but I feel like we should at least have some variants if they're important enough.
Okay, I can agree with that. I'll go ahead and add in a couple variants, since we definitely don't need to be here all day, but I do think some of them are important enough. That jive with you, knucklehead?
All right, whatever. I just want to get to a certain something as soon as possible.
All right, I'm just gonna assume you're planning to yap about some dumbass thing nobody agrees with soon.
Bro is gonna be a Virtual Boy stand, just watch.
Gasp! I would never do such a thing! How dare you!
Just checking, big guy. Just checking. All right, then. Are we ready to go, big bro?
Damn right we are, gang. All right, we got about 20 or so consoles on the list, so let's not slow down now. First up on the list is the ever-iconic... Psych? Anyways, let's get the actual first console we're gonna talk about. The legendary, the classic, the video game savior, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Damn, this thing was around before all of us were even a concept. I bet Eggman had a fire time on this as an old head.
You made that same joke a bit ago, but still, good one, Tails. Ha ha! Anyways, I think this is an easy D tier in my opinion.
God, we're doing this shit again? Can't help but be a good old contrarian, huh, Nuck?
Okay, before you go on your little "oh, Nux is a contrarian" type shit, I just want to say that for the time, I'm sure this thing was godlike.
Yeah, I see where this is heading.
But nowadays, why the hell would you boot up the crusty NES when there's so many better ways of playing those old-ass games?
Okay, can we really count emulation, though? That deadass feels like cheating.
Bruh, I'm talking about official crap, like the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console, Nintendo Switch Online, that kind of stuff.
You have a point, Nux, but I think you gotta consider other things like legacy and especially the kind of games that came out on the respective system. It's been said time and time again, but the NES straight up saved the video game scene as a whole and kickstarted so many banger series that are still going strong today.
Yeah, and most of the games on the thing are straight slot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. There were some foul-ass games on that thing. Just watch almost any AVGN video. There's the proof.
But there's still a ton of bangers original to the NES. You got Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, of course, the original Legend of Zelda, Mega Man 2 and 4.
Can't forget about Castlevania 1 and 3 and that Fire DuckTales game too.
Holy shit, those are indeed bangers.
Dude, those are good games, but compared to nowadays, who the hell cares? You usually have better games in those franchises, most of which are on the damn SNES, which almost completely invalidates the original NES.
Nux, I think you just hate old things, not gonna lie.
I think you keep forgetting that most of the games you mentioned are literally available on Switch. Like, why? Why wouldn't you boot up the damn Switch?
Well, there's definitely a charm and sense of authenticity when playing on a game's original system.
Charm? You could say that for every video game console.
Okay, chat, let's chill.
Ah, yes. The Virtual Boy has way better charm played on the original hardware compared to Switch 2.
Damn, we haven't ranked one damn thing on this list, bro. Chill.
Sorry, bro, but I'm just saying it how it is. I can respect the console for what it did, but I'm not gonna pretend like it's outdated and, frankly, irrelevant.
No respect at all, dude. For what it has, and for what it started, I'd say this is at least C tier.
Nux, you staying firm on D?
Yeah, like, there's barely anything else on this list I'd say is worse. Also, giggity.
Well, frankly, I like the NES and think putting it all the way at the bottom just because it's old would be disrespecting video games as a whole. But Nux does have a point in that there's a lot of more convenient ways to play most of the games on it, so I'm gonna say C tier too.
That's more like it, good shit, Sonic.
You're both clouded by charm.
You're clouded by 0 bitches.
Ah!
Can't say I didn't expect that, but anyways, next of course is the first full-on handheld console from the Big N, that being the one and only Game Boy.
Now, this I will actually agree with Nux on saying it's outdated.
What? I didn't even say it.
Nux, don't bullshit me. You know damn well that was the first thing you were gonna say.
All right. Well, you may or may not be right.
Damn, are we just gonna bully all the old head consoles? I like the Game Boy a good bit.
Sonic, this is arguably worse than the NES in terms of being outdated. Their deadass ain't even a backlight. The Game Gear had a backlight.
Pretty sure there wasn't a backlight just to keep things cheap.
Wow, thank you, Sonic. That's very interesting. Still can't see the damn screen, though.
Okay, bro, you don't gotta be like that.
I definitely think the Game Boy had its moment, but unlike the NES, I don't think its legacy or games in general can really carry it up that high.
Dude, some of the Game Boy games were gas. I mean, it kick-started freaking Tetris, and not to mention the goated Pokemon franchise started with Red, Blue, and Yellow, which aren't on Switch Online for the record.
I do really like Pokemon, but Sonic, be real, you aren't replaying those original Gen 1 games unless you're nostalgic or curious. Plus, you could play them on the 3DS while they were available.
Never really been a Pokemon guy, so I don't really care. But not just that virtual console stuff, the freaking Game Boy Advance could play all that shit on top of its library. So again, what's the point of the original brick?
Yeah, this is an unfortunate D tier for me.
Damn, I think we're gonna get yelled at for this.
If the people online have a problem with us not ranking an old-ass brick high up, then they need to touch grass, just like me. This island is grass.
Well, fair enough. The Game Boy's going into D tier.
And not to skip ahead, but you might as well put the Game Boy Color down there too.
Okay, Nux, you need to back up on all this low-ass ranking. This ain't just your list.
Ain't it literally just the Game Boy, but with a few extra games whacked on?
Well, it's also in color.
Yeah, no shit, bro. That's why I didn't mention it.
Dude's feeling hostile today.
Point is, the color literally improved on the Game Boy, and had its own little library of games if you freaking forgot.
Right, like the Zelda Oracle games and the Gen 2 Pokemon games, which I feel still hold up, especially Crystal.
Okay, but my point still stands. There still ain't no backlight. You can play them on the Advance. And damn near any game worth playing, you can boot up on NSO. So who cares?
I mean, it also had Donkey Kong Country, so...
You think I'm that easily swayed, Sonic? Fine, it can go in low C, but that's all I'm willing to budge.
Sounds good. C tier for the Game Boy Color.
Well, this list's been looking kind of depressing, not gonna lie.
Good thing that's all gonna change right here. Because next up, we got the freaking Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't give a damn what any of y'all gotta say. This thing slapped.
Damn, Sonic! I mean, I agree with you, but I didn't think you'd be so easy on this considering it was Genesis's direct comp, you know?
Yeah, that was so long ago, dude. Besides, I'm not gonna deny the fact that this improved basically everything about the original NES.
NES?
The games still look great, even in 16-bit form.
Yeah, it's no surprise that people still consider the SNES to be one of the best consoles of all time, to this day. I never really played it back then when the Nintendo versus Sega thing was going strong, but I played some of the games a good bit afterwards on my Switch and stuff, and man, there's some good games.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with a console that has the entire classic Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Freaking fire!
And of course, you got Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Earthbound, Mega Man X, Street Fighter 2, F-Zero. The list goes on, man.
The SNES basically fixed everything I didn't like about the NES. Games that are mostly worth going back for, on top of being readily available across multiple systems. This shit better be in either A or S tier.
I don't know, I really liked it, but I'm not sure if it's as goated as some of the consoles we got coming up.
Tails, you can't put the console that gave us the original DKC trilogy low. I know those games were probably too hard for a kid like you, but that's just a skill issue, man.
Nux! I've beat Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3, DK64,
Damn.
Returns, Tropical Freeze, and Bonanza,
Damn.
all by myself. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but it sure ain't me, dummy.
What? Pixar, it didn't happen.
Well, there weren't any pics of your tribe getting obliterated yet. That sure did happen.
What the fuck?
Okay. Before we spiral down again, I'm fine with throwing the SNES a low S tier. I frankly think it deserves it. That shit's got PS2 levels of aura.
All right, but I stand by there definitely being better out there.
Fine with me, too. What's next, Blue Buddy?
Well, after the SNES came Nintendo's first 32-bit console.
32! Like the 32X?
No. Because somehow this, and I can't believe I'm saying it, ended up worse than the 32X.
Wait, what?
Dramatic gas!
Oh shit, wait, I know what it is now.
Yep. Next up is without question, Nintendo's worst console and maybe even worst thing that they ever released and put out in stores. It's the ever infamous Virtual Boy.
Okay, guys, let's not beat it around the bush. Just throw it in D tier and move on, bro.
Hang on, Nux. It's definitely going in D tier, but I at least want to throw it out that not all the Virtual Boy games sucked. It just sucked that they were on the Virtual Boy.
I actually hard agree with that, Sonic. I haven't really played them yet, but I heard that Virtual Boy Wario Land, Jack Bros, and Teleraboxer were actually pretty solid games.
Oh, I totally forgot about Wario Land. Yeah, that was actually a good entry. People at home just get a totally legit Virtual Boy and a totally legit copy of Virtual Boy Wario Land online and play it. It'll be worth it.
You said totally like 5 times there.
But, yeah, other than that, put that piece of red garbage in D tier.
Whoa! I hereby announce that we put the Game Boy up in C tier since I refuse to have it in the same tier as the Virtual Bitch.
Or we could just, like, make an F tier.
Nah, I hear what Sonic's spitting. Nux, you gotta admit that there's a lot more going for the Game Boy than the Virtual Boy. Like, you can't look at me with a straight face and say, you'd rather stick your face in a pair of goggles and get a damn migraine.
Well, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I'm okay with throwing the Game Boy up, but only C tier.
Hell yeah, I'll take it. Kanto and Johto fans rejoice.
All right, Pokehog, can we get some good shit in this list again?
Oh, for sure, Nux. Up next is the machine that, personally, I consider to be the last of the truly classic Nintendo consoles. That being the Nintendo 64.
Huh. I'm actually not that experienced with the N64. I've only really played through the big names like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie.
Man, Tails, you're missing out. There's a ton of sleeper bangers out there, bro.
Yeah, I think that number is pretty limited by today's standards.
Nux, is this another hater rant in the making?
Bitch, don't try to read me. I like the N64. I think it's still pretty good. But let's get one thing clear. Compared to early 2D games like on the Super Nintendo, early 3D games, especially most on the N64, don't age nearly as well.
It was an experimental time, but I get what you mean.
Also, let's not pretend that the N64 controller wasn't hot garbage. I mean, what the fuck was that shit?
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad.
That 3-prong shit was stupid, dude. Just admit it.
I mean, your hands are fucking huge, like you said, so maybe it's just different strokes for different folks.
Gonna be honest, I just used a third-party controller. Or just played on Switch.
Oh yeah, most of the games are on Switch. Even those fabled Pokemon games that you glaze.
Fuck off. Pokemon Stadium was zooted at the time. Also, you can't forget about the Mario Party trilogy, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and the original GoldenEye.
Nah, I'm tired of people gassing up GoldenEye. That shit is
the hell?
not that good.
Tails is fighting my battles for me. This is so crazy.
Look, I don't think I have enough experience to really talk, but I don't think the N64 aged nearly as well as the Super Nintendo, to be honest.
All right, fine. But I'm still putting the 64 up in A tier. It's too iconic to go lower.
So, how about the GBA?
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance. And I'll add the SP model to the mix too, since I know we were talking about it.
Now this is peak handheld right here. Without question, the definitive and best Game Boy and a ton of games that still hold up today.
I still wasn't really able to play this shit. Like, my hand could probably fit 4 SP models, not gonna lie.
Nux, you're seriously missing out. There's a lot of bangers on Switch Online. You should try 'em.
So true. So many series popped off. Especially Pokemon, the WarioWare and LAN games, and hell, some of the Final Fantasies on GBA were solid too.
Also, can't forget that this was the first time a Fire Emblem game was released outside of Japan. That shit was peak.
But you know, I can't help but feel like a certain series is missing from our list of mentions. Whatever could it be?
Well, what is it?
Seriously, guys?
Oh, yeah, I also really liked Advance Wars. It's pretty underrated.
No, I'm talking about us. The Sonic series. This was the first time we ever appeared on a Nintendo console with the Advance series, plus Sonic Battle.
Oh! Gonna be honest, I kinda forgot about us. Got lost in the Nintendo sauce, if you will.
Sure you did. But back on topic, I think the GBA is high-key amazing. Easily the best Game Boy model. I'm thinking a solid A tier.
The SP model is superior in my opinion. The clamshell design and actual backlight for the screen makes it amazing.
Even though the Advance model is comfier to hold, I'll agree with you on that, Tails. The classic GBA can get high B tier while the SP gets a good-ass A tier.
Now we're talking! Nintendo's finally on the up and up!
And it's only gonna go even higher. Cause next up is the Nintendo GameCube, where shit started to get really good.
Oh man, I tell ya, there might be better nowadays, but it didn't get much better than that freaking GameCube.
It wasn't bad at all, but like you said, especially for home consoles, you can do better for choice.
All right,
Oh my
chucklefucks.
God, God,
I'm
bro.
putting a stop to this right now and telling y'all why the GameCube is the best thing to ever be put on this fucking planet, aside from me and maybe Latinas.
Shadow, I swear, bro, you gotta stop popping in unannounced. We don't want to hear
Fuck
you,
up,
ya.
Faker, and listen
Kill
up.
yourself?
The Nintendo GameCube has literally little to no problems whatsoever. The controller? Fucking peak. Nintendo literally can't stop re-releasing it because everyone glazes it for Smash so much. The graphics? Normies will say it's outdated, but the real ones love it for its color, charm, and atmosphere. The games? Don't even get me fucking started. Zelda Wind Waker, Luigi's Mansion, Eternal Darkness, Pikmin, The 1,000-Year Door, Double Dash, Smash Bros. Melee, and last but certainly not least, the ever-goated games in Sonic
Adventure 2 and
2.
fucking Shadow the Mid-Hog! I knew it! I knew you'd be a hard glazer for the mid-cube because
Mid,
your games
ain't no
were on
fucking
it!
way.
God, this is gonna be a long list.
Shut up, zesty head ass. This no-brain cell echidna clearly didn't just hear my factual and logical and totally not biased rant on the fucking GameCube.
Okay, Shadow, I like the GameCube. It's good and all, but like, are we just gonna pretend that the Wii can't run GameCube
Oh,
games?
fuck, don't bring the poor Wii into this, man.
Oh, would you freaking listen to this? Young nerd over here's a Wii glazer. Bet you didn't know that not every model of the Wii can run GameCube games either.
I mean, yeah, I did know that. Still doesn't mean it couldn't run it, though.
Doesn't matter. If it isn't readily available, then it shouldn't count.
Your opinion shouldn't count because you hard glaze yourself.
Oh, look who's talking, Mr. I Suck
will
Knuckles,
fuck you
chaotic
up, you hot
stick.
topic ice skating shithead!
Chat, chill the hell out.
We're not even Nintendo characters. Why the hell does this shit happen?
Look, I don't want this to turn into another cliche GameCube versus Wii debate, so I'm just ending it with this. Not only could the Wii usually run GameCube games, but also I'm not even gonna lie. Its game quality was just a lot better overall.
Cap.
No Shadow, not Cat.
Name 5.
Super Mario Galaxy, Wii Sports Resort, Xenoblade Chronicles, Prime 3, and, as mentioned before, DKC Return.
Well, name 5 more.
Nah, fuck that! We ain't doing this anymore! Since we already dragged the Wii into this, just put that shit up in S and the GameCube in A!
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna—
Wait, Gale of Darkness.
Wait, what?
Gale of Darkness. The GameCube had Pokemon Gale of Darkness.
Shit, I forgot. Anyways, GameCube A and Wii S.
What the fuck?
Shadow, did you really think some obscure Pokemon game was gonna sway the entire vote?
Are we also just blatantly gonna pretend like we're not stealing a bit?
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna cook next video. Grind!
That's like the 7th time, man!
Yeah, let's just hope we don't get any more people interrupting us with a long-ass tangent.
I'm gonna split a wig if that happens.
Well, moving on. Next up is, to this day, Nintendo's highest-selling console. Just barely. It's the ever-iconic Nintendo DS.
Oh, hell yeah! The first handheld I could kind of play because it wasn't small as hell.
That's fire, Nux. But yeah, the DS was a crazy cool handheld with a bunch of new features and game.
All right,
Oh my
listen
goddamn
up,
God,
everybody.
bro.
Serious?
I have handcrafted a thorough speech as to why the Nintendo DS is indubitably one of the best pieces of video game technology ever created.
Not again!
Blaze, can you not? Right now we literally just...
Sonic, be quiet.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyways, ahem. The Nintendo DS revolutionized gaming with its easy accessibility, a unique yet not obtrusive gimmick, being its dual screens, and a myriad of new and entertaining games to play, such as Mario Kart DS, Rhythm Heaven, Ace Attorney, The World Ends With You, and not to mention the best run of Pokemon games to this very day.
Wait, she's right, though.
Furthermore, both the original DS model and the DS Lite could both play Game Boy Advance games, and while the DSi could not do such a thing, it made up for it with the DSi shop and its DSiWare games, such as Shantae Risky's Revenge. We all know it, we all love it, and chances are we already knew it before the video even started.
You're not gonna mention Sonic Rush?
Oh, yes. I suppose one of the best Sonic games also released on it, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I can't say a lot of that was wrong, unlike Shadow's GameCube rant.
Guys, I really don't want to have another repeat, but like, are we gonna ignore that the 3DS also plays DS games too?
Damn, I almost forgot. I've been totally brain numb for the past few minutes after all this GameCube this, DS that, yapping.
Well, Tails, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that segues into my next rant on why the 3DS is even
Wait,
better.
what?
As mentioned before, the DS...
Okay, nope. Can we get a condensed version, please?
Oh, well, all right then. Simply put, the 3DS just improved on the existing DS. However, both have their benefits, since the original DS can still play GBA games. Therefore, both of them should be in S tier.
Damn the DS and the 3DS in S tier? I mean, I really like them both and think the 3DS should at least get S tier.
Oh, sure. My eyes never hurt with the freaking 3D effect. And we got the best WarioWare game in WarioWare Gold.
Not to mention arguably the best Animal Crossing and some Fire Pokemon games, too.
You fucking Pokemon head! You literally can't go through one console without mentioning that shit.
Don't diss on Peak, moron.
All right. I think I got it. The original DS model can go in B tier since its ergonomics sucked and the Lite was way more sleek. Speaking of which, the Lite can go in A tier, and lastly, the 3DS can go in S tier. I feel like that's more than fair, right, Blaze?
I suppose your reasoning is sound.
Whoa, wait, Sonic, you forgot about one more DS member!
Hey, I don't really feel like ranking the DSi Tails. It just feels kinda unnecessary.
No, I'm talking about the 2DS!
D tier.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, I best be making my leave since all is sound on this list. Have fun, gentlemen.
See ya, Blaze!
Farewell.
All right, gang. We only got a few more consoles left, so we gotta keep on cooking.
Well, what's next? And I swear to God, if someone else hops in, I'm crashing out.
Well, good thing this next console is one that nobody would simp for, I hope. It's the Wii U. And, yeah, we don't need to repeat it. We all know how this thing flopped.
Honestly, I don't think Nintendo has a more irrelevant home console than the freaking Wii U. Most of the games worth playing on it are now on Switch, and most of the games that haven't been ported to the system suck.
Yeah, dude, they literally just need to port over Yoshi's Woolly World, and this thing is dead.
I like the gamepad thingy and all, and the fact that you could play all your Wii games on HDMI, but man, you'd think I was running the show with the decisions they made here.
Crazy cell phone aside, the Wii U definitely has worth, and by all means, it's a great way to play Wii games. But the lack of full-on exclusives anymore, and the fact that the eShop is dead, yeah, I'm thinking B tier at the highest.
I just want to get to the good stuff, man. I don't really care.
B tier's where it belongs, I suppose.
All right, that's that. But good thing Nintendo picked up right where they left off, because next up is the freaking Nintendo Switch, and by extension, the Switch Lite.
Man, things really picked back up for the Big N after this. A console that functions on the big screen and in your hands. There's no wonder it's basically the best-selling console of today.
I was a little iffy on the Switch at first, especially after the Wii Poo over there. But yeah, I can't even lie. It slaps, even to this day.
This is the first time Nintendo ever made their online a paid plan. And even though it always sucks that online isn't free for consoles nowadays, Nintendo's isn't too bad in comparison.
Yeah, I'm real glad you copped us that family plan, Sonic. Now I can play all the old handheld games without contributing much financially.
Whatever you say, broke boy.
And I don't think it really needs to be said, but the exclusives Nintendo put out on this thing were top-notch. Mario Odyssey, Smash Ultimate, Tears of the Kingdom.
And all the Pokemon games went to home console finally.
Oh fuck yeah, that was so hype!
Ugh, you pokey freaks.
Nux, I hope you know that I'd do a Pokemon series in a heartbeat on the channel if the folks at home wanted it. Maybe even a Nuzlocke. Wink wink.
Yeah, nice shameless begging, bro.
Anyways, on top of the great retro stuff with Switch Online, the third-party support really popped off on the Switch. You can get damn near everything on it now.
The Switch One was gas then and it's gas now. It's perfect for damn near anybody in or out of the gaming space and has tons of options. S tier without question.
For sure.
Don't
S-tier
feel like
that thing.
getting spit roasted, so yeah.
Oh, and the Switch Lite is pretty convenient too. It doesn't cut too many corners in comparison to the Switch aside from a few games not working great and obviously no docked mode. That's an A tier.
Almost forgot about it, thanks Tails. And with that, we're on to the final console of the video.
God damn, has it been both in and out of the hot water as of late?
You got that right, Nux. The last console, of course, is the Nintendo Switch 2.
Guys, I don't know what to say without it being seen as controversial.
What are you talking about? It's the best one.
Damn, Sonic swinging
what
right
is
out
bro
of the gate?
smoking?
The hell's going on? We're not gonna pretend the Switch 2 is literally just a better Switch, right?
No! Well, yes, but also no.
There's a principle to the thing, man.
For once, Knuckles is right.
Is this about the price thing or something?
Yeah, $80 Mario Kart, $70 for basically everything else. All of that on top of the Switch Online if you want it. Outrageous, I say. Outrageous.
Okay. So, just don't buy it.
Oh, that's easy for you to say, Mr. Mascot.
What? Am I wrong? Yeah, the prices suck, but at the end of the day, it's your prerogative on whether you buy something or not.
I mean, you're technically right, Sonic, but it's not exactly the nicest thing to hear either.
No, I get what you guys are saying. But as someone who also copped a Switch 2, you gotta look at it from your personal preferences. Like, I thought DK Bonanza was gonna be worth the 70 from the looks of things, and after some second opinions, it turns out it was.
I was the second opinion.
But meanwhile, you got shit like those fuck-ass Galaxy and Galaxy 2 ports that are $40 each and fuck that. I'm not getting that shit. And I didn't.
Well, it's still pretty early on, but I gotta say that the Switch 2 games that have come out so far have been pretty good. DK Bonanza, of course, but also Mario Kart World, Pokemon Legends Z-Day, and Kirby Air Riders just released, and that shit's also tight.
Also, they brought back GameCube games.
And they're bringing back Virtual Boy games. Wow, how cool.
But considering just the general anti-consumerism going on, Sonic, I just don't feel good putting the Switch 2 up all that high, even if it's technically the best Nintendo console.
Yeah, you're probably right. I've been having a lot of fun, but not being able to take part in it due to money would definitely suck. Alright, I'll go ahead and give the Switch 2 a low A tier.
That seems better.
Hopefully we aren't canceled. Remember, gang, Sonic advocated for S tier.
Yeah. I just hope everyone knows that it ain't bad to put a little glaze on your favorite games, even if their publisher is, well...
Nintendo?
Yeah, freaking Nintendo.
Honestly, I'm just glad I don't gotta listen to any more Pokemon glazing. That shit got a little annoying, not gonna cap.
Oh shit! I forgot about one more console on the list.
Wait, you did? Huh? Well, what is it, Sonic?
The Pokemon Mini!
And here's a shout out to our amazing members. Spring Doom, Maya Dynamic, Raquel Gomez, FFCM15, Juan CL, Yoshi Vorus, Yamino Game, Stephen Hefner, Awkward Info, Just Some Guy 420, Connor, Crisp, Mr. Megamet X, Ellie and Joel Forever, Amir Ace, Beatrix the Hedgehog, Mevins 2001, The Derp Roblox, K9, Lawrence Baker, B is Bonkers, Jalen Wilkes, Glitch Noob Chaotix, Okami, Nintendo Oscar 13, Bear, Jedi Padawan Daniel, Jay Ragland, Mr. Wario 360, Enjoy Bikaku, Boom, Robert White, Cybertronics, Michael, Metasonic Fan Person, Typical Talent YT, Sonic God, Sonic Fan Glitchy 4, Protobuster Sword, Nurai Odsoy, Zargka, Rush 2012, Chancellor, CJ the Composer, Phantom Neo, Joshua Chavaria, Jeremiah Gonzalez, Joe Hidalgo, X Benji, Anx Quell, Nostalgic Nerd 90, That One Gamer, Dazed Memories, She Wolf 87, Oily Ball, Robert Wart, Brandon Lewis, Tony Mob, Marianne Harris Franklin, Koei, Bikini Bottom Discord server, Crazy J Spades, Crackhead Cat, Carl Ramos, The Jinx Jester, Meme Boy Mustang YT, Kingly Gamer YT, Vanny CP, Chase the Puppy, Burned Nugget, Cam G, Takamatsu Blue Surge, Drifty Sonic Sky, Super Sonic Gaming, The Fluffy Ass Imp, Steve 19 Wee, Blanket Taper 2011, Puffy Puffy, Rika Moda, Go Go Flex, Blue the Night 21, Local Obi-Wan, Firecracker CR, Wispy, Matthew Whittaker, I Don't Know Haha, Oh We Stop, Voply Lou, Peyton Blackburn, That Luther Boy, Mr. Frosty, Narisa Bago, Valiant Soldier, Cam Cam Mock, Gravesyard, Check a Book Out, and finally, Wandering Shadow Angel. Thanks again for watching, everyone. See you next time.